Welcome back to
Microphones on Main Street with Chris Terrian, Max Ingram,
and our special guest,
Jake Zubrzycki.
And before we get into introducing him and all, we just wanted to take a little moment of silence for one of the greatest to ever do it. The man, Pele. He went by many names. I don't know how to friggin' pronounce it. But yeah.
Stop talking.
Okay. Yeah, that was good enough.
What a career.
Pele. He really was. He was a pioneer of the game. I think he's like the only guy to win 3 World Cups, which is kind of crazy. 3 of those things. So, but yeah, let's get into this. This is our guest for this week, Jake Zubrzycki, star tight end at Cherokee High School. I mean, real baller this year, weren't you, Jake?
I had a lot of fun, I put in a lot of work. We had a great off-season. Had fun playing with you guys.
It was fun playing with you.
There you go. It was fun. We had a great time. But yeah, Jake, great guy. We needed to have him be one of the first guests on the podcast. I think he may be the first person we contacted to do this. Me and Chris, we were just starting out. We were very nervous. And we were like, dude, what's he gonna think? He came in. He's like, I'm in. We were pumped. We were psyched. And that's really like that was like our first milestone of the podcast when you responded.
We got shit done.
It was a big deal.
I mean, how could I not?
I know, right? This is a big opportunity. It's an honor to be here. It's a big opportunity.
It's an honor for you to be here.
This is an honor for you to be here. But before we get into like all the sports and stuff this week, I got some questions for Jake and just all of us in general before we get started. 2022, excuse me, don't want to get back to 2020. 2022 is coming to a close. It's coming to a close really fast. We only got a few more days of all this. What is everyone's favorite moment of 2022? We'll start with you, Jake. You got, or at least a moment you think of. This is because that's a big. I'm asking for a lot here.
Yeah, no, I get it. I guess if I had to say, in general, my senior season, not to get back to football, but if there was a specific moment, it was definitely either my touchdown against Holy Spirit or Shawnee catch. Those are some great moments where a lot of hard work paid off, so I was excited.
Yeah, that was a big catch. I remember the Shawnee catch that he was yesterday. I remember watching. I was like, and he caught it. It was crazy. It was flipping.
Brock
awesome.
Bowers ain't got shit on him.
And look at that, Chris already getting us cursing, so that makes more work for me in the editing. We love it. We love it, though, don't we?
I'm going to try that.
Dude, we got rolling last week when we started. It was bad, dude. Shout out to Alexa Terrian for editing. We needed her.
Can't lie.
We did. What about you, Chris? Favorite moment?
Oof. 2022.
Where do you begin?
Where do you begin? I don't really know where to start. I guess Max, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay.
I really don't know where to begin.
Now, I just thought of the questions. I didn't really come in prepared. I've been thinking for the last few seconds though.
You know what? I can bring something up.
Okay. He's stealing it right back.
I feel like getting like student of the month.
Oh my god.
Student of the month. I don't know who votes for that.
Wait,
I don't know who votes for that, but they need to just get their.
Such like a great achievement. Oh my, achievement in my like.
Who do you want to shout out to?
In your academic career?
I want to shout out to Mrs. Charlesworth for giving me such a huge award. The whole cherry and Coach Barlow.
Thanks, Coach Barlow. This is all you. I know Coach Barlow is sitting at home watching this
over breaks.
Yeah, over break Saturday morning.
How
He's
can't
got
you
nothing
watch
better,
this?
right? Come on.
How about you, Max? What was your 2022?
My highlight? I had a lot of good moments. Trying to think.
Sure wasn't Auburn.
Okay, Chris.
Or Eagle.
Just start going in.
What bowl game do they play in this weekend? I forgot.
RCBC.
Okay. Okay, we're not in the college segment quite yet, but Bo Nix needs to get it. Dude, I hate Bo Nix. I hope he fails at Oregon. There's a reason he was not in New York for the Heisman. There's a reason. Because he stinks. Now I'm all riled.
So we're on our actually...
My favorite...
What our favorite moment was.
Okay. Shut. One of my favorite moments might have been... I got a lot. Like, I can't... But...
Good year.
It was a good year. Like, it's this. I didn't think about how hard of a question this
I
was.
feel like this was a couple.
But I'll just go with one of the coolest experiences was definitely going to this. I went to a Penn State game this year. That was sick. That was good. My recent favorite memory right now, and I needed to bring this up to clear the air. I was told I needed to clear the air. I'm currently 3-0 in wrestling. The other day, I had 2 big wins. No. We can't get hyped, though, because I was told I have to clear it up. This is for JV, junior varsity. Junior varsity. You know who you are. You know who you are who was calling me out. You know who you are. JV 3-0. I don't care. I don't flipping care.
How many
pins.
losses do you have? How many losses do you have?
How many?
There's
0?
1.
Donut.
Turn me up.
Come on.
Turn
Come
me up.
on. Come on.
Jake, I saw a big thing. What did you achieve? Football. I saw like best grade out of like all.
Yeah, man.
all
You know,
athletes. I saw that.
so obviously student athlete, right? You know, trying to set a good example for my youngins over here. You know, be good in and out of the classroom. You know, so 3.86 GPA, 1250 SAT. Got honored thanks to Coach Glatz. Brought my mom. Had a great dinner. Then got $1,000 scholarships. That was nice. Yeah.
Ooh. No, this man knows how to hit the field and the books.
That's
Yeah,
what it
come
all is
on.
out, right?
Okay.
All right.
Let's go to the next question. Best Christmas gift.
Same order, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh. This is about to get
So I got Manscaped. I got Manscaped 4.0.
That's what we're starting with. Chris needs something because I don't know if you see it, but apparently he got a scab from shaving. I think it was more like picking up the old.
You can't use Manscaped for your face.
No.
Oh, I'm sure they got something.
It's for your balls, man.
I don't have an electric for the downstairs.
Man,
I go with the just.
Yeah, all right.
Shout out to
Okay.
Mom though too. She got.
This is Ricky coming in clutch. What about you, Chris?
It's kind of like a me and my dad gift, but really my dad gift. I got a bike, electric bike, and
It's a me and my dad gift.
but it really isn't mine. It would be more of my dad.
But you're gonna be. Was that what you were talking about to your mom the other day? You're gonna go ride your bike.
Yeah.
Ride the bike. Yeah.
What's an electric bike?
We're playing Fortnite.
What?
What's an electric bike?
Like, I guess this is I guess it's for the fat people who don't want to ride bikes.
Yeah, you and your father.
You made a Tesla.
No, it's like soda or some bullshit like
No, but I'm playing Fortnite with Chris, and he like takes a break. He's like, "I'll be right back, Max." And all I hear is he's like, "Mom, I'm going to ride my bike." I'm like, "What's he talking about?" It was like 20 degrees out. I'm like, "Why is he going outside to ride his bike?" Okay, now this might not be my favorite Christmas gift, but this has definitely got the most story around it. What do you think this is?
that. The Fit Pal.
The Fast Fit Fun Watch or something. Now it's not an Apple Watch. I know it might look like one, but
Is this a Weight Watcher type thing?
yes.
His he
Grandma.
says in the group chat, he's like, dude, look what my grandpa got me.
My grandma got me this. She said I could track my steps, aka lose some weight, and I was. It's not like everyone got this in the family. It's not like Bradley got this. It's not like Lily got this.
Oh, I got an extra.
Oh, he got an extra. But me and my grandfather, who we're both on the bigger side. Pop's been a lot better though. He's been walking every morning. I've not been walking every morning. But she's like, oh, I got you this, and it's like the name's like Fit Watch or something stupid. She's like, I thought you could track your steps on it. We could have competitions. She's like, I'm getting one for myself too. I'm like, you're a dork. And
I know who's winning that.
right, dude. I take this seriously too. No, but she's always been a stickler on me. Now I love my grandmother. She's one of the greatest people alive. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say which grandmother. I may have to cut this out. But when I was little, I was leaving Florida, right, going back home, and she pulls me aside. She's like, Max, how does this sound? I was thinking maybe we could get a little thing going. Every pound you lose, I'll give you $1. Every pound you lose, I'll give you $1. And I'm
You
like,
could make $1,000.
you're shut up, Chris. No, but she's like, and like I was like 10 and under, and she's like sitting there. She's like, yeah, for every pound you lose, you can like maybe we get a little system going. Like every time you lose a little weight, I give you some money. I'm like, Muzzy, what? She's like, yeah. I was like, no, Muzz, that's not happening. I just name dropped Muzzy too. I'm sorry, but Muzzy really is She's the goat.
I
She's
thought we
the
were
goat.
keeping the name anonymous.
I was gonna try. They don't know though. They don't.
Muzzy.
But yeah, I also can't. I've been trying to get this working, but I need like the. I've been trying to scan the barcode. It's not scanning. But
What's our? What are we moving on to?
we still got 2 more questions. I knew this would take a while. This is gonna be a big segment. If you could have one New Year's resolution come true, anything, what would it be and why?
Oh, shoot.
Anything.
Oh.
Are we talking like physically, mentally,
Like
Anything.
achievement, or like?
yeah, like
yeah, achievement.
like I go home, I get that O. Gotta love it. No, Bradley, I'm talking about like an alpha. On alpha. Not overtime. Bradley's got all this overtime swag, so every time I go like this.
How don't we bring
I'm
Bradley?
using-
Bradley, come show everybody. Let's
Come,
see,
let's see
throw
the
up the
overtime
O.
swag.
Throw up the
come show
O.
everybody your overtime swag.
He got a bunch for Christmas, so now we all gotta go the O.
I just
Come
wanted
on.
one sweatshirt and then I got all this stuff.
Shout out DJ.
Okay,
Wagner.
now get out of here. Get out of here.
DJ
Did you
Wagner.
say shout out DJ Wagner?
Yeah,
Shout out
sit
DJ
down.
He wants to
Wagner.
come on the pod. With
Dude,
that,
I was
you
talking
know.
to him. Shout out DJ Wagner and his cameraman Ryan Foos.
I guarded him last year. Put him in lock.
Oh, did you now, Chris? Okay, well,
Dude, Ryan Foos would be a good
Okay.
guy to get on this podcast. There.
right.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
That's the worst part about this thing. We start
Sorry.
talking, we don't know where we're going.
Usually probably just something light. You know, just figure out where I'm going to college. Get that all figured out.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a resolution, but I guess just yeah.
What are your plans? Like, do you want, if you were offered the opportunity to play football somewhere, like low D3, would you?
Nah,
No.
declines.
There were people interested,
There was some interest.
Okay. but,
but
not your.
decided not to. Went against it. I mean, dream for me: get a good financial plan, go down south, and
There you go.
get a degree.
There you go. There you go. Where are you looking, Auburn? Come on, that's got to
Not
be.
Auburn.
Okay, yeah.
Not Auburn.
Well,
Unfortunately.
now you won't succeed in life.
I mean-
I'm also tossing the watch. We don't do that anymore. It was kind of hurting my hand. Sorry, Muzz. Sorry, Muzz. It's not happening. Maybe next New Year's. Chris.
Mine, I guess for the second half of the year, get good grades. I mean, that's always a good achievement
From the
for
student
me.
I mean, you don't want
I'm not-
to. You don't
I'm not
want to
the-
peak.
I'm
Like,
not
do you
the-
think you peaked with the student of the month? Do you think
It's only
that
December.
peaked or
It's only
no?
December.
I made it worse, Max. I have to behave myself at school.
He does.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, I guess I just gotta play it by ear. Like, see how it goes. 2023, just enter it and then explore the ocean.
Wow.
It's like the
that's-
ocean.
Explore
Just
the
gotta
ocean.
explore it. Just gotta look for what you want.
That's not. That does not look like it's one of the.
Yeah, I don't know what Chris is exploring, but we're moving on to the next segment. Okay, now we.
No, we did
it a little-
I don't want to repeat that. You yeah, you went like
Yeah. He was parting the seas. He was like Moses. He was
Cut.
just parting the seas.
Cut it.
No,
Nah,
don't cut
yeah,
it. Don't cut it. Don't.
That's gonna.
We'll edit it out, bro.
That-
Did you
that's
cut
gonna-
it?
No,
That's
Is the camera still? You move it.
That's gonna be.
Now
That's
we're
gonna be like a little clip, right? That's gonna be a GIF right there. You're doing that.
That might have. We might have to post that. Chris checking out the new pod. Okay. Next. Okay, Chris. Calm yourself.
No,
Let's move on.
I know.
Sixers basketball. We didn't touch on it last week. We hadn't touched on it last week. I knew we had to get to it this week. How about them Sixers? Are they on a 7 or 8 game win streak right now?
They just
No,
lost,
they did.
though.
They did lose.
I'm not gonna get too much. I haven't watched the Sixers. I don't really.
Yeah,
know
he's
much
not
about
big.
them, so this can be.
I've been watching them a little more recently with the break. Got more time, but I mean, Embiid looks good, but I feel like they got to find the balance. And in those 8 games, they've been finding the balance of giving him the ball the right amount. Because I feel like if he has it too much, not everyone can contribute. Like the 40-point games are like the good cushion where like everyone can kind of get into it and Embiid can still go off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as long as they can keep that rolling, where like Embiid isn't being like a ball hog, not like that, not that he is, but like they keep feeding him too much, then it's not gonna get.
Max is coming back too.
I know. I love Maxie.
He's the man. bro.
I love
He's
Maxie.
the man.
Don't even get me started, Maxie. He's a great name
He's the
too.
man. And James Harden's not going back to Houston, bro. I don't know why everyone's saying that. You see that?
Yeah, well, I saw
Yeah.
that. That's the only thing I really like.
That got me going.
It's dumb.
What
bro.
is that? Just a rumor?
It better be. It's a rumor right now. I don't know. I mean, like, why would you want him to go to the Rockets?
Why would you want to come
Why?
back?
If you want to win a championship.
How many years do we have him for? 3?
Just this year. Just this year.
Just this year.
It's like a weird contract or something like that. I don't know. He's staying here.
I like him, but I mean, he's definitely not as good as he once was.
No, I feel like he's a little.
But he's a good
That's
piece.
about it.
He's a good piece to have in your back pocket. You know, I like it. I like him in my back pocket. But yeah. And let's see what else
Still
we
got
got.
a long way to go our season.
No, we do.
Sixers still-
Yeah.
It's early.
They didn't get off to a great start
They're
either.
picking it up now.
I think they're definitely heading in the right direction. I don't know if they play tonight or not.
They do.
They do. Who do they play? You know?
I don't know. I just looked and I woke up. I forget who they play.
We're looking for a win out of them though. That's all I can say.
So going
They play
into
the-
week
oh,
week 16 now, Eagles.
Chris is always jumping the gun.
I
want to close with the Birds.
I can't
I
talk-
want to
I
close.
can't
talk
talk
Sixers, dude.
You can talk college
There's a
football.
limit.
It's the
College
next
football is the
segment.
big thing.
He-
I can't talk Sixers.
Okay,
I don't know
we're
anything
jumping
about
the gun
Sixers.
again. It's not last. See, we got a little setup. We're not
I
talking
can't
about
talk
that. We
Sixers.
took that. Okay, we're going Eagles again. Trying to save that for last, Chris.
I always
Maybe
just
if
don't-
we
I guess
looked over the
It's the
script.
best topic. It's the best.
I know
topic.
that's why we
College
leave it
football's
for
tomorrow
last.
though too.
I feel like. Well,
That's why we gotta get the pot out. Get people listening.
Yeah, no.
Like the Eagles is always like the. I know. I always jump to it, but like it's
Okay.
always the best talk.
I know. That's why we leave it for the end. Leave the.
All right.
Okay,
I'll
we're
fix
starting
myself
it.
on that. I'll fix it.
We're starting it. It's
My
too
bad,
late.
everybody.
Yeah, it is his fragment. We're rolling with the Eagles. We're rolling with the Birds. Well, last weekend we were not rolling. We were rolling, and they just wanted to go to Christmas dinner. Christmas Eve dinner is what it seemed like. Minshew, he didn't play awful, but he just felt very inaccurate. Like, he had a lot of throws that just... I'm not even talking about his interceptions. Just like the one to like A.J. Brown that should have been touchdown. He's just throwing inaccurate.
Yeah, but
I gotta say something about his interceptions. Quez Watkins is a bum. He has to catch the ball. I'll tell you what.
how many did
Can
he
I
have?
say something? If Cameron Birdie gets his hands on a football, is he dropping it?
No!
Quez
How many
Watkins.
interceptions did he have? 2 or
I think just the two.
2? I called it. I went back. I called it. 2 interceptions, but I was wrong about the score.
Yeah.
I win.
I mean, the Cowboys didn't play great, but like the amount of turnovers we had, we didn't deserve
we
to
were
win.
up that
though.
whole game.
We didn't deserve to win with all those turnovers, though.
We did.
We
And,
killed ourselves. We shot ourselves in the foot. Can't be doing that.
It's kind of hard though to like just be a backup and then all of a sudden go into like a
Yeah, that's
like,
the
he hasn't
biggest
played
game of the
this whole
season.
year.
That was the biggest game of the season
Yeah.
so far.
Dallas's defense is not good either. I don't. Everyone's on Dallas. All the national
Yeah.
media's on Dallas. Like, what is there to be confident about? when
We
you
had
let
our
up
backup in, and how many points did we score?
34.
34,
We
yeah,
had
it's a
4
high scoring
turnovers, and
game.
we had a chance to win the game. We should have won the game. To be honest with you,
We had to play
Like,
smarter football.
Is he's starting the rest of the year, right? We're just gonna keep him in.
I don't know.
Are
That's
we-
another thing. I
are we
feel like
resting
it wouldn't be
Hurts?
the dumbest thing, but I want that spot on lock. I want that first round bye done and finished. I want it on lock.
See, the
I don't care.
Cowboys won yesterday too.
I guess
I know, but if we win just the one game, we're fine.
Can you beat the Saints with Gardner Minshew? That's the question it comes down to.
I think we can. I think Minshew's not that bad. I mean, he put up a good fight against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are a pretty good team.
I know. I just don't want it to be like he
I
doesn't.
feel like you just play Hurts,
Say
get the
he,
win.
yeah.
and
Say
then
he
you get
doesn't
the- you
perform.
get the ride.
Then you
Say he
got the
doesn't,
Giants last.
and then we got the Giants, and then we got to put all focus on that. And I think we just get it out of the way, get it done and dusted. Maybe just play Jalen
Well-
the first half, see how it's going.
If the Giants
But-
beat the Colts, I think they're in.
What?
I think they clinch the wild card.
Who?
If the Giants win this week.
Yeah, but they want.
But we don't play the Giants. Oh, so
No,
they may
play
rest
the Colts
next.
this week.
Yeah.
I think if they win, they get the.
Would they really? Does Daniel Jones really deserve getting rested? Like, let's be real. Daniel Jones
No.
is a bum, bro.
He is a
Daniel
bum.
Jones is a bum.
What about Washington? Are they out? They're...
No, they're in it too. I think as of now,
Shout out to
all
Heineken.
Did you?
dude.
No, did you see
Heineken's
who's
a
starting
beast.
now? Did you
Who?
see who's starting now?
Who?
Did you see?
for the Commanders.
Yeah.
Wait, Heineken's not
Wentz.
it.
Wentz.
Oh, he's
starting
back?
this week. Carson Wentz is
You
starting.
do not
this
start
week.
Wentz over. Heineken's not
They're
bad.
starting Wentz this week.
Heineken's not bad.
Heineke.
Heineken.
Heineken. You're
Same
thinking the wrong
bullshit.
stuff,
Same
Chris.
bullshit.
He's thinking about New Year's Eve already. Look at that.
Shut up.
Come
Who's
on,
coming
All
back?
jokes.
What-
All jokes.
Student of the month.
He's not. Yeah, attack it. No, I don't like this.
We're jumping on you.
No,
Chris.
but yeah,
He's
Wentz
not
is
bad
starting.
though. Like he's not like Wentz is a bum, dude. Wentz is
Yeah,
terrible.
but
Wentz is a
if
terrible
Wentz is on it, he's on it. But he
hasn't
hasn't been on it
since we
in a
won
while.
the Super Bowl year. That was his last year. He actually had a good.
It's
he got
really
hurt.
sad, yeah. It's
What
really
about Nick
sad.
Foles too? He's a bum now for the Colts. I can't believe that.
How old is he though?
He's pretty old.
He's
37,
Saint Nick,
I don't think he's that old.
34.
big man Nick.
His
All the
career is
names.
so weird. It's so
I mean,
weird.
just to be Brady in the Super Bowl is just like a flex you
Dude,
have for your whole life.
you know it's
weird.
bad. I thought this was my Gatorade for a second.
Dude.
I literally, like, you can see, I was like,
It's a microphone.
Not Gatorade.
not my Gatorade.
Not Gatorade. No.
Alright.
Okay. Let's. Oh wait, before wanted to mention something. Shout out to my boy Jared Stidham, starting for the Raiders last 2 weeks. He was the Auburn starting quarterback a few years ago. That man, watching that man, he makes me happy. He makes me happy. My New Year's wish is for him to win both games, win the starting job. It would be hard, but
Derek
I had to
Carr.
throw that in there.
Goodbye, Derek.
Had to throw that in there. But let's get into our last segment of the day. College football. Big week coming. There have been a lot of good bowl games, but that's just like the crumbs leading up to the cookie. Or bigger than a cookie, I guess, but the crumbs leading up to it.
Crumble cookie.
Crumble cookie.
Don't get me hyped, dude. Don't get
Dude,
me hyped.
I don't know if you guys know this, but you know who I'm repping. Come on, baby. Come on.
Roll Frog.
I want a Horned Frogs
Oh.
Buckeyes national title game. Horned Frogs Buckeyes national title game. I don't care. It's gonna
Wait. What is that mascot? That is a.
Horn Frog. Horn Frog.
Oh, it looked like a bulldog. I was like, I know they're the frogs.
I see it. No, I
It looked
see
like
it.
a bulldog. I'm like,
That looks like a scary.
dude, I keep cursing. My bad. Fuck.
I didn't even hear you curse.
I know I did, but
He did.
We got
Okay.
predictions. You already
this
said
is
your prediction.
PG-13, by the way.
Well, if that didn't happen, how sick would it be, though? Think about this. Ohio State, Michigan national title
Yeah.
game.
No.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
I think I don't think Michigan would want to see it. I feel like to beat them twice is pretty hard. I feel like I want to see Georgia and Michigan.
Michigan's running back's out too. They're the dude who was, I think it's Corum, was it? He was like their best player. He's out for this
Is he
year.
number
Georgia's out.
14?
I don't know who he is. He was their running back. He got hurt the Ohio State game, and now he's done for the year. I think Michigan's gonna get.
Stetson Bennett.
Look.
You think Michigan's going to lose?
Don't get me
I
wrong.
mean, I'm rooting for TCU, but
We can
Who-
tell.
Whoever wins the Michigan TCU game is not beating the winner of the Ohio State Georgia game. Like that's just what's gonna happen. I think Georgia's got
I
it.
feel like TCU is like good, but I don't think they have the level that Michigan, Georgia, and Ohio State have.
they don't.
They've never been that kind of team. It's just like they're a good team this year. I don't think they have it to be like. I think they're fraud.
Well, let's go game by
They're
game.
fraud.
Game by game. So
Good QB.
Game by game.
so Georgia, Ohio State.
Okay.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Now, cause of some friends, I will be rooting for Ohio State. But looking at this game,
I hope Ohio State gets murdered. I hope Georgia runs them out of the building.
okay,
And
Chris
you
is-
know who I'm saying this to. You too.
you too. He outed
Yeah.
both of them on the pod.
Aiden
they
Edelson
know.
and Drew. You know.
What?
Ohio State fan.
You're an idiot.
Zach Ott.
Edelson's literally committed to Virginia Tech.
No. Oh shit.
Zach Ott. And you're cursing, bro.
I was
Zach
more
Ott,
talking
Zach
about like Gus and Drew.
Ott. And Zach Ott too.
But you,
Drew.
yeah,
I
Zach.
thought
No,
someone
no,
else
no.
said-
Zach guy,
Oh, no,
I
that's-
hate you. You're a fraud.
That's
You're-
Cowboys. That's Cowboys.
No, that's Cowboys.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
not-
Cowboys. My bad.
He has
I'm
ties
thinking-
to North Carolina, who don't have a bad program, and yet you still root for Ohio State, which is crazy. Baffling.
I forgot. Drew and Edelson are Cowboys, not Drew.
And they won't shut up about the game on Sunday.
Not
They
to
won't
me.
shut up.
They won't. Well, I don't talk. I don't talk when we
Who's
lose.
winning our division? Who's winning our division?
Chris, it's not wrapped and sealed yet.
Oh, it's not. I'm not saying that, but like, who's winning right now?
Us. Birds.
It's all even out. Hey, we may even see him in the postseason. How would that be? That'd be crazy.
Oh, my bad. Ohio State. Shout out to CC Conley. Your team's fraud. So is your college.
Get him.
He goes to
Chris.
Ohio State.
Get
Oh,
him.
you know that one.
Get him.
So are you rooting for Ohio State? You think you're gonna win?
Oh, They are my least favorite team. Them and Notre Dame are my least favorite team in the whole college football.
That's.
Notre Dame, I despise.
I'd agree.
I
Michael Mayer is the only kid
on
I
the
like
down
on that whole
low.
team.
On the down low, I kind of like Notre Dame.
I don't like Notre Dame.
They're prolific, but they're what have they ever won?
They were good in the 80s.
That's good.
Congrats.
I mean, like the Catholic, I
Rudy.
kind of like the.
Rudy's. Oh my God, Rudy's a
Rudy's
bad
fucking-
movie. Rudy's a bad
Rudy's
movie.
a bad movie. Okay,
Rudy's
Rudy
a
may be
bad
like
movie.
Rudy may be a
bad
little
movie.
bit like overplayed for what he did, but that is a great. That gets me hyped.
My dad-
I love watching
my dad-
Rudy.
You see Rudy in yourself. That's why you love it.
Dude, I'm literally Rudy Rudiger. I'm Rudy Rudiger.
My dad saw him in a press box, like they were in like a box, and he said that he was the most cockiest guy in that whole room.
For that one sack.
He never achieved anything in his life besides playing one game at Notre Dame. He said he just walked around like so pompous.
And what's his name? Was it Montana? One of the ex Notre Dame quarterbacks was like trashing him too. He's like, yeah, he was carried off by the two jokesters. Like, because at the end of the movie, it's like, he's like the only person to ever be carried off of the Notre Dame football field.
Stupid Indiana.
And he's like, and then Joe Montana, I think,
Montana
quote
played at
me.
Notre Dame?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know, but
No.
someone was like a big guy. I thought it was Montana, maybe not Montana. Was like, yeah, but he was carried off by the two biggest jokesters in the history of the school. So, and
So
he's just trashing
Your
Rudy.
face when you said that was...
I know. I tried to. Okay. But yeah. So who do you think's winning? Georgia. Well, you think Georgia.
All right, I think Georgia, but I think Michigan would be the only other team I think that would stop them. I think if TCU ends up playing them, it's just going to be a nightmare waiting to happen. I don't think...
A TCU Georgia would.
That would be a nightmare game.
I would
I
rather...
would not watch.
There would be better... I feel like Kansas State, after them losing to Kansas State, just really turned me off. Like that loss, like, it's not even like they lost, they got murdered.
They didn't get murdered.
They
lost in
lost in
overtime.
overtime.
They lost in overtime.
no,
Dugan let 'em
Kansas and TCU. Oh, no, they came back, didn't they?
Dugan let it insane.
I feel for Dugan.
They
I like Dugan.
couldn't get it on the 4th down and 1.
I don't know, that loss just really, like, put me, like the 12-0, like, they were, like, 12-0, and I was like, oh, they're not bad, and, like, the loss, like, I knew they were going to lose that game, too. And Kansas State isn't
State's a
bad
good team.
either.
They're like 12.
13.
They're 9 now. They play Alabama. Can I say something?
Go
Right.
ahead.
Hit us with it.
The best team, the team that had the best shot to beat Georgia in the Georgia's gonna win. I'm telling you that right now. That's my prediction, right?
Yeah.
Georgia's gonna beat Ohio State. Michigan will probably beat TCU. Georgia, Michigan's not gonna be a close game. Georgia's gonna roll it. The team that had the best chance to beat Georgia would have been Alabama again. And
Yeah,
when
I
they
think-
expand to 12 teams, it's going to be so much better.
I cannot wait.
I
to be
mentioned
so
Matt.
much
I
better.
tell Max a lot about this. I feel like when two big programs, no matter how good the other program is, like you could put number 1, Georgia's number 1, Alabama could be like number 25th in the country. I feel like when two big programs go at each other,
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
always ends up being.
I have
a
an
big game.
example for you.
No matter how good the other team, I feel like it's always a big. And I don't like TCU's. Like you go there, you're good. You're a good player. I don't
But it's
count them
not-
as a major program.
They're not. Like Texas. Texas aren't always the best, but they
No.
came to play this year when they played Alabama. Alabama.
Did they beat them?
I
No,
love
it was a
them.
close game.
It was-
No, they lost by like even like the last.
I feel like
second
it's just
field
like when the big programs go at it, they just go at each other. Even if the other school's not good. Like, what was the one game? I think Florida and like Florida State. I don't think
They-
Florida
they're
was
always-
too good or something. Like, it was
Yeah,
still a
Florida
really
was a
good
little
game.
bit-
Well, even Auburn, Alabama, and the Iron Bowl. Not this year, but last year. Wasn't last year with the 3 overtime game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was. Yeah, and Alabama went on playing what? No,
I love Tank Bigsby, but why did you run out of bounds?
Yeah.
He gave him 40 seconds, and with the 40
Yeah.
seconds, they tied.
It's one of the best games
okay.
to watch.
I'm done. That's all. Let's get into this Michigan TCU game. Well, who do you think? You think Georgia's winning the?
Georgia's winning, and then Michigan's going to beat TCU.
I'm going Ohio State, TCU. Or no,
Ohio State TCU would be crazy.
that would be wild. I think
That would be a good game. I could see that happening and be a good game.
I think Georgia's not going to do as well as everyone thinks. They almost lost to Mizzou. I watched it, and then
And they did. Like, who did they play that was like almost like, they had a really good game? Like, they didn't blow them out. There was some mid school. I don't know who it is, but
They were losing to someone at.
They beat a team that's like terrible. Or like I don't know who. Look at the schedule. Tell us.
Was it? It might have been Missouri.
No.
Missouri.
It was like the one game where people were like, "Is Georgia really what they look like?"
I think it was Missouri. They only
No,
beat
it wasn't Missouri.
I-
It was like,
there was definitely
it
another
was like
team
It
too.
wasn't key.
Who?
Go down. Was it?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm working with my middle school Chromebook right
anyway.
now.
Let me see if I can find it too.
You'll probably beat me to it.
TCU, Michigan. What do you think happens in that game? Why Max is looking
Well, we already talked about. He thinks Michigan's
Michigan.
win.
Michigan.
I'm going with TCU. TCU.
They're really riding the frogs.
My mom got this for Christmas. I'd go to I'd go there.
I don't know who you're talking about.
That would be really cool if they won, though. I would like to see them.
Who's he talking
Go.
about?
Oh, Kent State.
Kent State.
I mean, they didn't blow them out, but 39-22 to Kent State isn't
Yeah.
great.
Oh, Kent State. The spread was 45 too. For that game.
There you go, Kent State.
That was the game that I saw. I'm like, dude, Georgia, come on.
Yeah, but that was in September.
Okay.
I know, but like still,
That's 2 weeks ago.
Kent State.
Let's bring
Are
it
they
to a
double A or
close.
one?
We'll all go down. We'll start with Chris. Say who you think's going to be in the national championship game and the winner, and then now we'll close it out with that.
Like you already know, I'm going Georgia, Michigan. Can I put my score in there too?
No.
Guys, I guess randomly put a score.
Hit us with the score, Chris.
I'm going Georgia with the win. Stetson Bennett, 28-year-old QB. No, how 25?
He
He's
is-
really a dad
He is.
playing college
He's
football.
someone's father, someone's uncle.
Yeah, someone's uncle. That's right. I'm gonna go Georgia 35, Michigan 28.
Okay,
That's a close game.
that is. I'd watch that.
Georgia, Michigan again, but I think it's not going to be close. I think that Michigan, offensively, they're limited. Like JJ McCarthy's good. He's not a great passer. I think that when they played, I want to say, I forget who they played a couple weeks back, but Illinois, I think it was. He missed a couple of throws. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was a close
It
game.
was a really close game.
I was doing hot dogs at
He's
the.
really young.
Yeah, I was gonna say
He's
a
like
young QB.
he's a solid QB, but without Corum, their offensive line is not experienced the front like Georgia.
You don't think Michigan has a good offensive line?
I think-
Georgia's defensive line is
There you go.
ridiculous. I think it's going to be, I'm going to say 45 to
I'll-
16 Georgia. Like an absolute
Okay.
barn
All right,
burner.
I'm not like I honestly am not like denying that score because I honestly think it could happen.
Okay.
I don't think it's either gonna be a really good game or a terrible game.
Okay. I'm gonna hit my knowledge. Ohio State TCU national championship game. I'll get to my reasoning.
That's crazy.
I know it's crazy, but I'll get to my reasoning in a
Yes,
second.
different.
Who do I think's gonna win? I want to pick TCU.
Dude,
If
just
this-
pick 'em.
if
Just
this-
pick TCU. Just
TCU winning the national championship game. Heard it here
Frogs.
first, folks. Heard it. Come on, Horn Frog.
What's your score?
It's going to be like,
I'm going with Jake. 44-16 Horn Frog, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. But, okay, all jokes aside
Dude,
now,
this is terrible.
I'm rooting for TCU. I got the shirt. I want them to go all the way. I think Ohio State could actually beat Georgia. I think Georgia are not as good as people make them out to be. They
got lucky. USC lost.
did. Ohio
USC
State did.
would have got destroyed.
they would have got plowed. dude.
destroyed.
That would have been cool though. Have like all those different conferences in there because usually like this year there's
SEC.
double Big Ten. The last couple of years it's double SEC.
Is TCU the first Texas team to ever go into? I think they are. For ever going to playoff.
First
I
Texas
can't
team.
think
Yeah.
of any Texas schools that.
Well, who do you have? Them in Texas. That's all really.
Texas Tech. There are a lot of
Texas
Texas.
A&M.
There,
Maybe
yeah,
an
but
end
there are a lot of like smaller FBS schools too, like UTSA, North Texas, like a bunch of like people that'll never make it.
Do you
but,
know?
like,
I know you
think-
follow up kind of on the double A. Do you remember when we went to Villanova? Do you know who's like really good in the double A?
oh.
Like one double A. Like, do you know what teams are good? Like,
Oh, the national championship game.
yeah,
all
yeah,
set.
yeah. I remember we went last
Let
year.
me. Is it North Dakota and South Dakota
I
State?
think,
I think
uh,
so. Did. I think.
That was
I
actually
think
really.
it's-
That was actually pretty good football.
No,
It was-
I mean,
it was
it's
really-
deep.
That's like literally the next level.
Yeah.
Like everyone, I don't know.
It is South Dakota State, North Dakota State in the final.
South Dakota. Wait, is it South Dakota or North Dakota? One of them is always in the playoffs.
It's North Dakota.
They
We
won
saw
last-
South Dakota play, though.
Yeah.
South Dakota State taking down their big brother. Sam Furstenberg. What happened? How you gonna lose to South Dakota? Dude, I've been plugging for Montana State, too, because of you, Sam. I don't even know if you know what this is, but shout out to that. Yeah, let's close it with that. A little shout out to Sam Furstenberg. Montana State's happening, but we'll close it with that today. Jake, thank you
Pleasure.
again for coming
Absolute
on
pleasure.
the pod.
Thanks for having me.
Woo! Thank you guys for watching. Go down while you're here. Subscribe.
Have a happy New
Subscribe.
Year's.
Happy New
Do
Year.
that too.
Yep.
Have a happy New Year's. Hope your Christmas was awesome. Hope your Hanukkah was awesome. Hope your Kwanzaa was awesome. Hope all that was awesome. Hope you had a great year, and we'll be coming with much more content in 2023.
Yeah.
What up?
Microphones on Main Street out. Yo. You gotta see if they all work. So,
Hello.
welcome to Microphones on Main Street. How we
Hello.
doing? How we
Yeah,
doing?
can you hear it?
Hello.
I don't know. We're testing.